Welcome to PrepsNet Coach Speak with Corner Yellow Jackets head basketball coach Nathan Sanders. Here's your host, Aubrey Johnson.
Welcome in, Coach.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So last Wednesday, you had a game against Calera. Unfortunately, you lost that one 62-45. Tell us about the game.
Against a Calera team that's very athletic,
Right.
very quick, very long. I knew it would be a matchup that we would probably struggle against a little bit.
Right.
I thought we played really, really well in the first half. Played really hard, played tough. It was a 5-point game going into halftime.
Mm-hmm.
Then in the third quarter, came out and made some adjustments that I thought would benefit us. Then in the third quarter, they decided to sit down and really, really guard us, and we turned it over a few times, allowed a couple of second chance opportunities for them,
Okay.
and before we knew it, it kind of got out of hand a little bit.
Wow. Okay. Understood. Then on Thursday night, you traveled to play Curry. You beat them handily, 68-28. Tell us about that game. Wow.
Our kids played really well.
That's fantastic.
We were able to turn them over a lot early in the pressure.
Right.
Got some easy buckets for our guys, kind of got some guys going, shooting the ball pretty well. I mean, it was a whole collective team effort.
Yeah,
I thought
sounds
everybody played
like
really well against them.
Okay. And then just this past Tuesday night, you beat Dora and 63-57, a little closer game, but it sounds like a good win. Give us an overview.
It's a big rivalry game here for us
yeah.
at Corner. It was a sloppy Tuesday night for us, though. We've got some kids that are under the weather.
Right.
Our leading scorer, Talon Laird, he was sick and hadn't been at practice for the last few days before that
Right.
game, and tried to gut it out and play against them. Couldn't go. He was still sick, so we had
Right.
to sit him. That's a 20-point game, 20 game a night player. So we had some other
That's
guys
hard.
kind of step up, and credit to them. They played really hard. They played tough, came out and jumped on us actually 11-2.
Right.
So I was proud for our guys for withstanding and fighting through and coming
Right.
back and battling. But gutted it out. Wasn't pretty, but it was a win.
Okay. So tonight you play Center Point.
Yes, sir.
You travel there.
Yes, sir.
What do you expect to see from the Eagles?
First area game of the year.
Oh,
So,
wow. Okay, good to know.
We're prepared for that.
Yep.
They're very long, they're very athletic. They like to run the floor.
Right.
They attack the rim really well. They don't shoot it as well. So
Okay.
we're going to try to make them score a little bit from the outside and see if they can beat us from that. Hopefully not.
Okay.
I think if our guys really attack the boards on the offense and defensive side, it'll give us a big boost. But as long as we play our game, I think we should be successful.
Okay, good deal. So then Friday night, you have an away game at Brookwood. How will you game plan against the Panthers?
It's kind of tough when you have an area game right before, and you
Yeah.
have no days in between.
Right.
It's kind of watching some film in between
Right.
Days and stuff.
Just do the best you can,
Doing the best
right?
we can.
Yeah.
We've talked about them a little bit, but I'm trying not to overlook anybody in
Right.
games before, but also trying to be prepared for when we play somebody else on back-to-back nights. So we'll have the kids come in here early Friday. They're not in school right now. They're done with the exams, so they'll come in here early Friday. We'll get a little scout, talk about them, have
Right.
some walkthrough, and try to go to Brookwood, Alabama, and get a win.
Okay, very good. So I want to make a note here as far as the games are concerned. Next week is Christmas. We're off. We won't have the show, but we'll be back the week of New Year's.
Yes, sir.
And we'll be there to talk about the West Point High School Christmas Tournament, which is going on. Do you remember the dates on that?
December 26th, 27th, 28th.
Yes, perfect. So perfect time for us to come back and talk about that tournament. On a separate note, I wanted to talk a little bit about your players, especially the three-point shooters. Who's doing well in that category?
If you're scouting us, you probably say, some people would say we probably shoot too many threes. I have
Okay.
a plethora of guys that can shoot the ball well at times.
Okay.
Talon Laird is our leading scorer, and that's
Right.
Mainly because he shoots the three ball really well.
Right.
I don't know the exact percentage right now, but early in the year he was shooting about 44% from three.
Right. Wow.
He's our
good.
leading 3-point shooter.
Okay.
Sam Hill, which is a senior, He's a very capable three-point shooter. Nathan Cox is another one that shoots
Wow.
the ball really, really well. And then
Y'all really are shooting a lot of threes.
we have a sophomore, Bryant Johnson. He's a pretty good three-point shooter as well.
That's awesome. Well, that's good to know, especially going into these next several games. We'll talk a little bit more about those guys.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's our show, Coach. Appreciate your time. We certainly appreciate you. Appreciate you. Join us in 2 weeks for another version of Coach Speak.